My name is Kristen Soforic. I'm from North Central College, and I'm here presenting at the 25th Annual APS Convention in Washington, D.C. So in my study, my colleagues and I wanted to see if we could change people's attitudes regarding texting while driving and increase their willingness to advocate against texting while driving through inducing hypocrisy. Inducing hypocrisy is simply the idea of making people feel like they're not practicing what they preach. Previous research has identified that to make people feel hypocritical, you need to do two things. You need to make them mindful of times when they've texted while driving in the past, in our case, texted while driving, and you also need to induce a public commitment towards the target behavior. So in our case, we have to get our participants to make a public commitment to stop texting while driving. So in our study, and in other studies that have used the same method, it results in a 2x2 design with 4 conditions, and the hypocrisy condition is the condition in which participants are exposed to both the mindfulness manipulation as well as the commitment manipulation. So to manipulate mindfulness, what we did is we gave our participants a questionnaire that asked them questions about times when they've texted while driving in the past. To induce a sense of public commitment, we had our participants design a flyer, an anti-texting while driving flyer, on which they wrote a personal pledge that they were going to stop texting while driving. So we hypothesized that those in the hypocrisy condition who did both of these things would want to advocate against texting while driving and change their attitudes towards texting while driving the most, because they would be trying to relieve the feeling of being a hypocrite. What we found was not this, actually. What we found were main effects of mindfulness. So those people in the 2 mindful conditions, the hypocrisy and the mindful only condition, had significantly different results than those in the unmindful condition, so the commitment only and the control condition. So what we found is that those who were made mindful at times when they texted while driving in the past were much more willing to advocate against texting while driving and thought that reducing texting while driving was much more important. This study is important because, as we all know, texting while driving is growing as a national public health concern in the United States. And our results, although they weren't exactly what we expected, did find significant results. So future intervention programs or prevention campaigns could use the results of our study and this basic framework that we used to help form the structure for future campaigns to prevent texting while driving or other risk-taking behaviors. Thank you.